Free Japan Channel number 52. Today, November 9th, Saturday. The time is 2 p.m. here in Yokohama. Good afternoon, everybody. Autumn afternoon is here. The leaves are changing its color, and the landscape is also becoming of autumn. How are you doing? Today's topic is Trump wins the presidential election. Trump won the presidential election. This is the topic of today. Donald Trump was elected and won the presidential race of 2024. Usually, the U.S. presidential campaign lasts long, at least 1 year. Therefore, Trump has managed this 1 year electoral campaign, and he has won. This is a big news for the world. Of course, in FGC, we were paying attention to the result of this presidential election of the United States, and as we expected and predicted, Trump was elected. Now, there are two major political issues in the world. They are Ukraine war and Gaza war. These two wars are main political issues across the world now. Biden administration cannot solve these problems. Rather, it was Biden administration that caused these two wars in Ukraine and Gaza. Candidate Trump has reiterated that he could solve this Ukraine war, 24 hours. As for Gaza war, he also asserted that he could talk with Netanyahu and Trump could halt the war. When it comes to Gaza war, it would be difficult even for Trump to put an end to the war because it is deeply rooted conflict between Jews and Palestinians that happened there. However, in Ukraine, Trump has a strong pipeline with President Putin. Trump managed his administration from 2016 to 2020. Meanwhile, he met Vladimir Putin several times, so some human relationship was established between Trump and Putin. And they were not in bad terms. Rather, they were very similar, alike. And these two persons, Trump and Putin themselves, noticed that they were similar. They resemble in political perspective. Therefore, as Trump said, Trump could talk with Putin and finish the war peacefully as soon as possible. Of course, there have to be some compromises on the side of Russia as well as on the side of Ukraine. Here in FGC, I always repeated that Ukraine should give up its 20% of previous territory, and the new boundary should be established. Of course, in this 20% territory should be controlled by the third party, not Ukraine army, either Russian army, but the third party, perhaps European coalition army, perhaps. However, this 20% territory should be conceded from Ukraine. Of course, this is a very difficult decision for Ukraine administration, but this is the sole solution in the Ukraine area, in my opinion. And I believe that Trump's line of solution is also according to this line. That is, Ukraine has to give up its territory. Of course, Russia should also give up something. Russia cannot declare this territory as its own, nor can Russia put its army on its territory. Not. So both sides should renounce something, then some deal appears. Therefore, Trump is a businessman and he has many experiences to deal in real estate on a large scale. So he is a politician as well as businessman, Mr. Trump. Therefore, we are now depending on his ability to deal negotiation as businessman in the international political arena. Trump won the presidential election. This is good news for the world because Trump is the only person now across the world who can stop the war in Ukraine as well as in Gaza. As I said, in Gaza, the situation is much more complicated than Ukraine. Therefore, even Trump will have some difficulty ending the war. But at first, Ukraine, then Gaza. This is the order. Therefore, next January, so 2025, inauguration speech will be held by Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. And soon afterward, he will set about ending the war in Ukraine, then Gaza. Thank you.